Kia ora, hello. My name is Felicity Mackenzie and I work for the Auckland Philharmonia Orchestra. We are putting together a series of musical make and do activities that you can do at home. Today we're going to hear from our percussionist Jenny, who's going to show us how percussion instruments work and help you make a few of your own. You might need to look around the house for some old boxes, some wool, paper, pasta, even a bucket or the pots and pans out of the kitchen. Have fun!
Hello and welcome. I'm Jenny Raven from the Auckland Philharmonia Orchestra and I play percussion in the orchestra. We stand all the way at the back because our instruments can be quite loud. I've got a few with me today that I practice at home with. Here's my xylophone. This is made of wood and it sounds like this. I also today have a triangle. Everybody knows the triangle. And my snare drum. Here's the snare drum. Snares on, snares off. That's quite marchy sound. And I also today have a tambourine, which looks like this. We can shake it and we can hit it. And most of our instruments in percussion section, we hit to make the sound. But as you just saw then, we can also shake them or we can also scrape. That makes quite a good sound too. So now let's go and make a couple of different instruments. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is think about shakers. We can make lots of different shakers with different sounds by using different sizes of dry things to put in them. Here we've got some rice, here's some dried peas, and I've also got some pasta. So let's think about what we could put them in. We can put them in old jars that we can get from recycle. Instead of put them in the recycled, use them for shakers for a bit. Let's put some rice into this one, see what it sounds like. This is a glass jar. Look at that, we can get two different sounds out of it. That's cool. We can also put some of the dried peas into that one. Let's see what that sounds like. Quite a lot louder, isn't it? With those in there. Let's see what they sound like inside this jar, which is plastic, so it's a different sort. These are going to go everywhere. You might want a funnel, that might help. See what this sounds like. Pretty good, that's quite loud. What about the pasta? Shall we see what the pasta sounds like? That's quite loud too, but that's quite big, isn't it? Let's try something a bit smaller with the rice maybe. All over the place. It's a bit like a rattlesnake, that one. So we could also not just make a shaker with recycle things, we could use some toilet rolls or a kitchen paper roll in it. So if you can make small ones or big ones. I think I'm going to make a small one. Let's try this. So the main thing we have to do is cover the ends, otherwise all the bits are going to come out. So we need to get a piece of paper, doesn't matter what colour, and we're going to draw around the base. And we're going to do that twice. You'll see why in a minute. Okay, so we've got 2 circles, but now we need a slightly bigger circle. Maybe this will do. See, I've got some cups. They're a bit bigger. We're going to go around that circle. Here we go. Doesn't actually really matter how neat they are. Mine's not very neat. Then we need some scissors, and we're going to cut those out. Let's cut around the biggest one, okay? Can you see? We're cutting out around the biggest one. Again, doesn't matter if it's not too neat. Let's cut both of them out. Here we go. I wonder what you're going to play when you've made your instrument. Then we're going to cut in to the inner circle like this. Can you see? We're cutting around the edge of the inner circle. Do that on both of them. Here we go, all the way around. Then you're going to take your tube, you're going to put it on your circle, and you're going to lift up, fold up those edges that we've just made the cut into, because then you can tape that down. You can use glue as well if you want to, but that takes a bit longer. So I'm going to use some tape. Here's my tape. Cut that off. Put this on the bottom. Let's turn it upside down. Oops, turn it upside down. Put the tape on one bit first. Then you can align those bits to come around, look. Now the other way. There we go. And the tape's gone all the way around, look. So now you can put inside there whichever sort of dried things you want to put in. I've actually got some buttons here. You could even use buttons. Let's see what that sounds like. Not sure about the buttons. Let's try some pasta. What's that sound like? That's not so bad. I think I'm going to go with pasta. So now you take your other circle and just get those tabs up so that they can fit around the top. There we go, fitting around the top. Get some more tape or glue. So this is sealing up the ends so that they don't all come falling out when you start playing. Nice big piece of tape again. Okay, just start at one end, putting those bits down as we go. There we go. One end done, and now the other end. Now we need to test it. Make sure all the bits don't come out. Yeah, that's pretty good. There's my shaker. Now, here's one I made earlier, look. That's actually got rice in it. But that was a long tube, look. I did a longer one. And I found some old wrapping paper and put it round to make a cracker. So I've got a cracker shaker. You can do whatever you want with yours to make it look good. Okay, so that's a shaker. I hope you like that. You make one and send me a photo of what yours looks like. Now we're going to make a tambourine. Sounds a bit weird, doesn't it? How can we make a tambourine? Well, what we need is a paper plate, or maybe you've got a plastic plate. But paper plate's probably best. I'm going to use a skewer. Your mum might have one of these, or you might get an adult to help you with some scissors. We're going to put some holes into the side of the paper plate. I'm going to do about 6 holes. Okay, so put that through. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, maybe just 5. There we go, I've got 5 holes. And then I'm going to get here's some wool that I've got lying around because I do some crochet. So I've got some wool, nice yellow wool. You can use string or anything else you've got lying around that's going to tie things up. Just have a little bit of this. And what I'm going to use to make my tambourine today are these buttons that we saw a bit earlier. Because hear the rattling when you put them together? So if we can get those to do that on the tambourine, that'll be great. So here we go. I'm going to thread this through my button. If I can. Oh, I might use this skewer to help me get it through. There we go. And then we're going to do it up with a knot. If you can't do the knot, get your older brother or sister or whoever's looking after you. They'll help you do the knot. Okay, double knot so it doesn't come off. Then we're going to put it into one of our holes. We might need to make the holes bigger. Let's try. Thread that through. There we go, threaded it through. Then we're going to put another button on the other side. Again, you might need help getting the thread through. Yeah, there we go. And again, make sure that you do it up with a double knot on this side, so the button doesn't come flying off when you're trying to play. Okay, so there's our first one. There we go. We can hear it already. So let's do some more. Here's another button. Let's put this through. Another button on. Which one? This one. Let's go with this one this time. And we're going to do it up. Double knot again. And at the end, of course, you can tidy this up by taking off the ends of the... Here we go. It's getting better. Here's another button. Ooh, tell you what, this time I'm going to use this old key that I found that I don't know what the use is for. We're going to use that and tie it up. You can actually use quite a lot of different things I found that I've got in my house. I'll show you one that I've already made with lots of different things on it. There we go. There we go, it's getting louder now that we've got more things on it. Which one now? Now I'm going to use this, which I think is an old style curtain hook. Found it in my sewing box. Amazing what you find in your sewing box. Has your mum or nana got a sewing box? them nicely. See if you can have a look. There we go. One more. This one's also this hook. Let's put that in. Oh, here's another little key. Do that up. Can you see me concentrating? This is probably how I look when I'm playing my music, because I have to concentrate hard. There we go. I've got my tambourine. Now all I've got to do is make it look pretty. You can put whatever you like on it. I am actually going to make an APO smiley face. What do you think of that? There you go. Playing a tambourine. Here's the one that I made earlier, look. I coloured that one in. And I used lots of different things. Here's an old nail. There's the curtain hooks. I also used some drawing pins. And also I used pasta on this one. And some paper clips. So whatever you can find lying around that you might be able to tie on with string to your tambourine is what you could use. Give it a go. Send me pictures. That would be great. I've also got a couple of other ideas for you to just play some stuff. I've got some chopsticks here. I've got some wooden ones and some plastic ones. And I thought about my egg box. Thought I could play my chopsticks with on the egg box. And I also see I've got my plastic cups and also these shakers and pots. I can make different sounds with them. I remember when I was a kid, don't do this at home, but I used to practice my drum kit on my mum's dining room table with all her pots and pans. A little bit like this. You can also get the buckets out of the laundry. This is good. I like this one. Can you see? I've got wooden spoons. There we go. 3 different sounds, you see? And I think you could play along with your favourite music. Use your shakers, your tambourine, and anything you can find to hit. That can be a percussion instrument. You'd send me some photos of what you're doing at home, playing along to music. I'd love to see them. Bye!
We'd love to see what you've made. Please send us a photo of your instrument to APO Connecting at apo.co.nz. Bye!